Just so you know, the hospital had contacted us a little bit ago, and the kid did pass away.
If you want to hold me, give me 3 or 4 days. I've got to pay estimated taxes. I'm the only one that can do it.
A 5'7" businessman in Key West is being interrogated after a 2 1-year-old man was shot and killed in a parking lot following the Super Bowl.
I mean, it's my parking lot. He's coming at me, and I'm going to maintain stand your ground all day long. What I hope comes out of this, I think this is a case for a grand jury.
He insists it was self-defense, while security cameras captured the entire incident. Investigators continue gathering evidence and questioning him further to clarify what truly happened.
Yes, hello. I just shot someone.
Who did you shoot?
Jared Hughes.
Okay. Why'd you shoot him?
He came at me aggressively in my parking lot at Compound.
Can you tell me where you hurt him? Where you injured? Where?
In the stomach.
Is he awake?
Yes. Are you awake?
Okay, do me a favor. I need you to put the weapon away. Can you do that for me?
Yes, the weapon is set aside.
All right, first, before we start anything, because formality, I'm going to read you your rights, okay? You get your water?
I got a water.
I'm going to read you the rights and go through this. I'll have you sign it just saying that I read them to you. And
Miranda rights?
Yeah. And then
I'll just sign it. I know what it says.
And then if you want to, I'll have to read them. It's a formality. And then you want to give us your story. I'm here to listen.
I have read this statement of my rights, and I understand that my rights are, or what my rights are. I am willing to make a statement and answer questions. I do not want a lawyer at this time. I understand and I know what I'm doing. I promise. No promises or threats have been made to me, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Inside the interrogation room, he tries to stay calm, though his voice trembles. When pressed about distance and timing, his answers shift slightly, raising suspicion and prompting detectives to dig deeper.
Okay. And if I could borrow your cheaters, because I can't see. All right. All right. Pretty much. Tell me what happened, and start if you can. Just start I guess the night that you were at Compound that night.
Correct.
Okay. So go ahead and let me know. Tell me what you got.
I was there for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I was with my niece and her boyfriend.
Okay.
They left. I am now single, so I hung out for a little bit longer to see if maybe a potential suitor might show up.
Okay.
Nothing happened. I was ready to go home. I noticed there was a lot of activity going to and from the back door.
Okay.
As we have discussed in the past.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So I went out back to just see what was going on. As you know, I am armed. Nature of my business, my property.
All right.
I went out back, and there was not one. This was not a drug dealer, I don't think. Just a guy.
Security footage shows the victim walking around the lot with no clear threat. When compared to his statement, several details don't match, pushing detectives to question his true motive that night.
And he had buddies with him, and there were cars, but he was in between 2 cars. There were people on either side, and I guess they were all together. I don't know. They hadn't come from inside the bar. I don't know where they came from. And he's in the parking lot.
Okay.
And on the building. And I said, man, can't you just go I'll be honest, can't you just go in the toilet? And we exchanged words. And as it progressed, he became more agitated and approached me. And I said, look, I own this. Stop. He continued to approach. I said, I'm armed. It appeared as though he was reaching for something. The first shot went off this way. The second shot went off up in the air. To the best of my recollection, he was already on top of me. It would happen that fast.
Okay.
There's no doubt I fired a weapon.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't let me wash my hands.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that after.
It happened.
All right.
I immediately, once he was down, did not continue to assault him, set my firearm on the hood of a car,
Okay.
awaiting the arrival of the police. I did not render aid because other people showed up to render aid.
Okay.
And I know he's got a lot of witnesses. They're going to say a lot of different things. That's what happened from my perspective.
Okay.
But I can tell you, he was on me so fast that my second shot went in the air.
Okay.
It was that fast. It was on my property. I stood my ground. I feared for my life. Period.
Okay. Just so I know, if you can, draw me a little map. You know the property. Draw me a map where it was on the parking lot. So the parking lot's back here, like this. That's the rear parking lot, right?
He claims he fired out of fear of being attacked. Detectives ask him to recount every step, trying to rebuild the timeline, and determine whether his reaction was genuine self-defense or a crafted excuse.
Okay. Let's say this is a door for Conktown.
Where?
Okay, just draw it right there. Show me. What's it, by the trailers or?
No. So there was a car. Well, you know the way the back parking lot is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like this, right?
Okay.
No, not over here. Not. These are the dumpsters.
Right.
Right. Here's that Jeep that's been sitting there forever.
Yes.
It was approximately here. There was a truck parked here. After it happened about here.
Okay.
I laid my firearm there.
Okay. All right. When did you make contact with him?
As I came out,
Uh-huh.
I was walking this direction. It started here.
Okay. And where did it happen? Did the altercation happen like in the parking lot itself, or
In the parking lot itself.
Okay, so
Not in the bar.
no, not in the bar. I'm saying well,
Were you in between the parking
in between the cars,
closer to
or was
this
that?
building here?
In
or
between
towards middle
in
of
between the
parking
cars.
lot?
Okay.
Right here.
All right.
All of that's a matter of fact.
Okay.
There's cameras everywhere. Right?
Okay.
So all of that is a matter of fact.
Okay.
And then as he approached me, I identified, I own all of this.
Yeah.
It's all my property.
Okay.
I identified myself as the owner of the property. I identified myself as being armed. He still approached and appeared as though he was going for something.
Okay.
That's.
What did he tell you when you told him about what?
We were going back, like, who are you? We were just going back and forth on this thing. And it just, that fast.
Okay. Did he go?
It was not a long, drawn out process. It really wasn't. Because if it had been, then his buddies that were here would have, had they all come in together and it been a fist fight, things might have ended differently. But that dude was agitated already. I mean, you can test me for drugs or whatever. I don't know. I swear, I hope he's okay. I hit him in the abdomen. I don't think I hit him with the second shot because the second shot went in the air. It was that fast.
So when the altercation happened, that you all came together, was there any contact with you on him? Did you grab him? Did he grab you? Was there any hand contact?
Not to my recollection.
Okay.
It happened so fast, but when somebody's coming at you that fast,
I got you.
it doesn't matter.
All right.
Now, if we're going to get into very minute particulars, that's what I'm going to ask for a lawyer.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you the overall scope of what happened.
Video captures the moment they meet, and the gunshot follows. The angle and distance shown appear safer than what he described, creating more doubt about whether the shooting was truly necessary.
And the reason I asked for you is you understand the dynamics of that establishment.
Yes, I do.
And so you know I'm armed all the time. Nature of my business and what goes on back there. And really all I was doing was walking through here to see what was going on, to give you a call if something was happening.
All right.
That's it.
When
You've been in contact a lot.
No, we have, and you always tell me people have been doing stuff back there. We got a good relationship.
In all honesty, I don't think they were dealing with anything. I think they were just drunk guys.
Okay.
They're local, I think.
All right.
And I can tell you, one of them's probably going to try to kill me based on.
Did they say anything?
The looks. And finally, your officer that did not detain me.
Right.
Really, he didn't handcuff me, but we went and sat on my back steps. Because originally I was looking at the scene, and the guy was looking at me like, yeah, I'm going to get even with you. And the officer saw it too, and he said, just come sit over here.
Right.
Look this direction.
Just so I get it right, you walked out of here, you were walking, you walked out of countdown, and you walk in there when you when you engaged in the
and he zipped his pants up, and we had words, and he came at me.
Okay.
And I mean, there's no reason for me to go with a guy that's just other than verbally, just, really go to the bar. They got 3 bathrooms.
I got you. No.
So I don't know beyond that. I didn't know him. He had no reason to have malice for me that I'm aware of.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people know me, you know that.
Yeah. No.
I did not recognize him as someone that I'd run into before.
Okay. All right. And as far as words, you can't remember what he told you or anything like that?
It was all.
Investigators questioned his mindset. Was he acting out of real fear or asserting control on property he managed? Small inconsistencies in his story make the entire situation increasingly unclear.
I hate to say it, but in the heat of battle, in the heat of the moment, words are exchanged. Yes. Can I be verbally abusive? Yes, I can. But did I walk up and strike him to cause him to come at me? No.
All right. Okay.
No. Look at my size. I mean, no. And my recollection is the guy was a little bit taller than I am.
All right. Did he hit you? Did he strike you?
No, he came at me in a threatening manner.
Okay.
And it appeared as though he was reaching for something, but he was coming at me.
All right.
And
did you see what he was reaching at or anything like that?
I did not.
Okay.
What do you mean by a threatening manner? Like, what could he threaten?
No, he's coming at me with words and we're going to have issues. Because I mean, where he ended up, the best of my recollection, was outside here. Okay?
Behind the cars.
Right. Outside. Now, you tell me if I'm incorrect. But so he obviously came toward me.
Okay.
Did you find him here next to the building? No. You found him in the middle of the parking lot, which is where I was. Which means he came to me.
Mm-hmm.
When you came out, where were his friends?
There was a friend. Okay. I don't know if they were his friends.
Right.
But there were other people. There were some over here and some over here, but there were cars here and here. That's my recollection. So it was like he was isolated.
So he was by himself, like standing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're not sitting around watching.
Right.
Was there anybody back here by the back door? Anybody hanging out back there?
I walked out. I don't believe there was at the time. There was immediately afterwards.
Okay.
There were all kind of people everywhere.
All right.
Afterwards.
At what point did you draw on him? Was it here?
When I fired, he was about this close. Because I fired on him. It appeared as though he was reaching for something, and he's coming at me. And by the time he got that close, I fired, and he's on top of me.
Okay. Did he fall on you?
He came, yeah.
Or did he
My second shot went in the air.
Okay, so you fell on the ground? Do you remember if you fell on the ground and fell back?
Yeah, he came at me. Yeah, because when I got up, but he wasn't on top of me by the time it all ended. He was on the ground.
Okay. So I'm just trying to.
Do you remember where he was reaching? Like, was he reaching?
It looked like on his side.
Okay.
Which is where I carry a firearm.
Okay.
I mean, there was no reason for this. This was.
Do you remember if you were holding the gun with one hand or with two hands?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Were you able to actually
When
watch out properly?
When asked about helping the victim, he says he set the gun down and called police, but witnesses describe chaos instead. Detectives note these differences and plan to verify each detail carefully.
I don't know. I will tell you what the best of my recollection is.
I'm sure it happened pretty fast.
2, 1.
Okay.
I mean, it was that fast.
Fast.
And just to get, so you walking towards him, yeah.
I'm not looking toward him. He's walking toward me.
Okay.
Do you want to show?
Like, I'm trying to get, like, did you fall? You said you got up off the ground?
Yeah, because when he came, my second shot went in the air.
Okay.
It was that fast.
Self-defense laws are discussed, but detectives clarify that not every shooting is protected. They analyze whether the threat level truly justified deadly force or if he acted beyond what was reasonable.
Take it to a grand jury.
That's up to the state, Preston. We put everything together, we take it to the state, then they make that decision.
But you know, this wasn't a revenge thing. This wasn't one of the dealers back there. It wasn't like I was hunting somebody.
I got you.
In no way, shape, or form.
I got you. You had gone to the bar earlier. What time do you think you got to the bar?
We watched the whole Super Bowl.
The whole Super Bowl? Okay. How many drinks you think you might have had?
Probably 3.
3? Was it drinks or beers? What were you drinking? Beers?
I don't remember.
You just drink beer?
Oh.
Okay. And what time did you get there, you think?
We got the Uber at. You got my phone?
No, they have it, I believe. You got it in there? You got the time that you got the Uber? Okay. We could look at it. So you had an Uber took you there. So you didn't even drive there?
No.
Okay.
So the Uber took us, because we've learned if you drink 1 or 2 beers, don't drive because that FHP is
everywhere right now.
everywhere.
I'm gonna do the swaps in your hand for the GSR.
I don't deny that I shot a firearm.
Do you remember what hand you shot it with? Right hand?
He hesitates when asked for a DNA sample. His reluctance raises suspicion, prompting detectives to watch his gestures and eye movements closely, searching for signs of concealment or dishonesty.
As you notice, I didn't run, didn't hide. Set my firearm down as soon as this situation was. Done. Where's the recorder?
Right.
So am I spending the night at,
I don't know, this is what we're doing, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. We're gonna put everything together, your story, their story, then
it's
we'll
one of
take
me
it.
and probably 5 or 6 of them.
And that's fine, it goes to the state, we tell them what we're gonna do, and they'll make the decision of how they want to proceed, if they're gonna take it to grand jury, if they're gonna, either way, that, we just, and you know how we operate. You know me for a long time, I'm not gonna.
And you know I'm not running it.
If, and I know that you got plenty of roots here. So based on what the state assess, we'll give them both sides, we'll give them, and they'll make a decision. And you'll know. So right now, we're just putting everything together. You coming forward, you're talking to us, we'll give them that, and then they'll make the decision of how they want to.
I'm not hiding what happened.
So, no, I understand that. You've always been up front with me with no problem, so we just put everything together, and then we give it to them, and it'll go from there. And
So here's what I would ask. If you want to hold me for whatever reason, give me 3 or 4 days. Here's why. I'm a one-man shop. I've got to pay estimated taxes. I'm the only one that can do it.
Okay.
I've got to be in my office. I don't care if you come and sit with me, just make sure I don't go anywhere.
Right.
But I've got to be able to do that.
Well,
And that's not just for
I
me.
can't make that decision, and I'm gonna tell you, I can't make that decision, that's not on me to make, but, it's something that we'll have to talk to the state about, okay? And like I said, I've always been upfront with you, there's nothing to hide, I have to do my job as far as, no matter what it is, but we gotta run everything through the state and through our boss.
Can I ask you how the fellow's doing?
Right now, he's critical. Would you consent to getting some buccal swabs from you for DNA?
No.
Okay.
You already have my DNA, I think. Why do you need my DNA?
Because when we do cases, we get DNA for everything. We just match up DNA in case we need it later on for the case, we have it. So, it's not a big deal. If anything, if we do need it, we'll do the first one and get it. It's not a big deal at all. I ask in case the person wants to do it and get it done with, but if not, it's just, if we have to get it, we'll just do paperwork.
There was no blood, there was no fisticuffs.
Forensics, gun residue, and phone data are collected to rebuild the scene. Each finding could support or contradict his account, adding more pressure as investigators tighten their reconstruction.
I don't know if they did photos.
I don't think they did. We're not gonna do the buccal swabs. Which is fine. Okay. No, perfect. Just take a picture of that. Both.
Oh, you do have those, okay.
Yeah.
But you don't have my phone back yet, or my meds.
As soon as they get the meds, we'll get them.
Does anybody else have access to the surveillance system other than yourself? For the parking lot?
No, I need to get in there and look at it.
Are you the only one that has the capability to do that, or is there somebody else that has access?
There is somebody else, but I don't give you permission yet.
You understand that we're gonna need to be able to see that. You understand we're gonna need to be able to see the video.
Unfortunately, that's one of those few spots that isn't clear. Because I don't have a camera sitting right here.
Right.
Of course, there's no audio. It's illegal to audio.
Outside the room, the victim's family pleads for justice. They share his photos and story, creating strong public pressure and turning the case into a widely followed search for accountability.
So what's the over/under on me going to hotel tonight?
Hotel, that's a good way of putting it. We're still working out all the details, so we're not making that decision right this second.
I would like to get in touch with my lawyer. I've asked 3 times and was denied the ability.
When did you ask for that?
When I was detained at the scene
Okay.
and when I was downstairs.
Okay. Who is your attorney?
I'm not saying I refuse to cooperate. I'm saying I would like to confer with counsel.
Sure. Okay. I am not sure where your phone is, but
I don't know.
Before we go, just one question I want to ask, because once we get everything and go to the state. When the guy came, you said the guy came towards you, do you remember anything or any type of threatening things that he told you or anything that he made actions? I know you said he grabbed you something.
He was coming to aggressively get me. He was getting taller than I was.
All right. Did he show anything, like, did you remember anything, hand maneuvers, hand things? Do you remember anything?
It was just that fast, no.
Okay, all right. All right, so I think we covered it all. We can take you out there, get that done, and we gotta do what we gotta do. Also,
But I've asked again to speak to my attorney.
okay, so that's fine, then I won't ask you anything else. If you wanna talk to your attorney.
Well, for advice.
Okay, that's fine, if that's what, and that's fine, that's totally your right to do it. We're gonna go ahead and get you to the hospital, and once you get done with what you gotta do, we'll get you can give them a call. So we'll get it done. Right now, we're not gonna ask you anything else. We do have a warrant for the blood, which is signed by a judge, so that'll be done.
do me a favor, Mr. Burr. Can you sign and date this for me? Just shows that obviously you're the person that drew that picture.
As the case moves forward, prosecutors review each video frame. They aim to prove he initiated the confrontation, directly contradicting his version of events from the interrogation.
I don't have my glasses on.
You're fine, I can read you. You want the cheaters again?
What is it, now the 11th?
Today's the 13th.
13?
Thank you. I will take that.
This could go.
Where does the gunshot residue show?
What's that?
Gunshot residue.
That right now, it's not showing any
It's negative.
on it, yeah. And it could happen. Sometimes these kids will show negative. All right, Preston, just so you know, I'm always upfront with you, walking with you. The hospital had contacted us a little bit ago. I just talked to the detective that was out there, and the kid did pass away. So I just want to let you know that, all right? Unfortunate thing, but I got to tell you, no need too long, and there's no need to hold anything back. But we're going to do the blood draw. They'll give you your medication out there, and then while you're doing that, we're going to do what we got to do, and then see what avenue the state wants to take. Okay? All right. They'll take you now. The gentleman that went downstairs will take you out there.
What's the over/under on this? You're honest with me. What's the over/under?
everything's gonna be bearing on what the state, they're the ones that know the stand your ground law better than any of us. We'll present it to them and see what they say. Okay, we got their story, your story. You were honest with us with what you said. And we just let them go. It's the stand your ground. The state, we've had these cases before where they're the ones that know that, they know that law better than us.
The judge denies his self-defense immunity request, ruling he was the aggressor. This decision clears the path for a full trial where the remaining evidence will determine the final truth.